What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Digging in the Coriates. My name is $2 Cunts. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're checking out the newest from USPEER called Zoom. Now, this is a brand new group. Never heard of them before. They just showed up on my YouTube feed. I'm all for checking out new music, so I thought I'd check it out because I think for me, for this generation, I'm looking for the girl group that really stands out, and I feel like I have not quite found them yet. And I'll talk more about that later after we watch the video. But so far from USPEER, what I saw, they have apparently another single. We'll check that, a little bit of that out, called Speed Zone. Looks like they debuted on a show. I'd play it, but I don't want to get copyright stricken because that seems to be a thing for award shows, or not award shows, variety shows, or whatever you call them. I guess music shows. And then they have a performance video from Hyphen. So just real quick, like, they're clearly showing off their dance chops, and it seems like they're killing it. I think they look really good in this. If you haven't checked it out, just be sure to go do that. I think it's dope. It's a good song too. It's the first song. It's the first time I've heard that song from an Hyphen, so shout out in Hyphen, I guess. All right, let's check it out. Zoom, see what they got. Oh, it's hectic. All right. Kind of a little bit of attitude. Cool. We can talk about the parts like, oh, I got really into pop. Okay. Changing from the kind of changing from that rough hip hop vibe to the I don't know, kind of more dreamy vibe. I'm not gonna say it's like dreamcore like Illit, but that's cool. A little bit more pop, a little bit more melodic. Not bad. Alright, what does it say on our sign? Nah, I need to see what's on our sign. Lights, tempo, action. Alright. Oh. Man, we have so many different types of vibes here. There we go. Breakdown. Let me see what's on that license plate. Warm fast. I like the switch up. The vibes are all, they work. First I thought those were gunshots. I think they're just snare hits. Cute. Oh, jazzy. Get it. I think I have a good description for them. I'm going to tell y'all at the end. Let's get through this first. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cool. All right. Few things. So in the beginning, I was talking about, I feel like I don't know if we're in the 5th gen, 6th gen, whatever. I don't know that this generation has really found their next big group yet. And the reason why I say they haven't found their big group yet is because the biggest groups are always, or the ones that are most listened to right now, are all 4th gen groups. So New Jeans, aespa, Seraphim, so on and so forth. And I think a lot of that has to do with the 5th gen not having someone who sounds like they're moving things forward. Could be wrong on that. I'm not really sure because I don't really know what the shift was between, let's say, Le Seraphim and aespa versus Red Velvet and Mamamoo, I guess. I don't really know. Maybe it's a promotional thing. I don't know. Maybe people are just looking for new things, so they really push hard to aespa, Whiplash, or aespa, Le Seraphim, and New Jeans. I don't know. But yeah, that's where I think it is. So every time I listen to a new girl group specifically, because I'm going to be honest, the guy groups kind of all sound the same to me these days for whatever reason. They certainly haven't found Evolution group either, but we have, Kiki, Hearts to Hearts, and they're doing okay. This song is cool because it switches up the vibe. It goes from hard here. I dig that the raps aren't obnoxious. I'm not going to say any group's name, but I'm sure some of you can figure out which group I'm talking about. I think for that group, I think their music is generally okay, but when they start rapping, I just want to, I don't know, stick chopsticks in my ear or whatever. Yeah, so this goes from, turn it up a little bit. It goes from the hard vibe, something a little bit more dreamy, and then it really switches up for the chorus. Oh no, where is it? This part. When it comes here, this reminds me of Triple S. I don't know. Can y'all hear how that would remind me of Triple S? I mean, it doesn't stick with it for that long, but that's what it reminds me of. So it reminds me of like if Triple S wasn't I guess as large or so homegrown. Is that the right word? Because I know Triple S does like all the choreography, and I don't know about the songs, but the songs are all good. I like Triple S a lot. But yeah, there's something like this seems a little bit more it's not refined. It seems like the dancing is up by a little bit, and the production is also like that as a result. It's a little hard to explain. If you know what I'm talking about, sound off in the comments. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. But I think this is a cool song. I'm glad that there aren't 5 billion of them. And they seem like, judging from this video, not that video, this video. Whoa, they're obviously very solid dancers. So that's cool. So they have my interest for sure. I think, what was the last group I did? KII, hold up. What was the last video I did? Kira's. So Kira's had that whole country thing, and I thought it was cool and made me curious to what they're going to do next. But USPEER has my attention because I think everything they're doing is generally pretty tight. And I'm okay with the rapping. Sorry people who know what group I'm talking about. And I think the production is pretty solid. Initially, when I saw this, I thought the visuals were like, for I guess debuting, it reminded me of like aespa's debut, where it was a lot of CG, but then there wasn't that much CG. So that's cool. And then it's like a little bit tougher, kind of like how aespa was with their debut too. But then when you got to the chorus here, it went a little soft. So That's cool. So shout out to USPEER. Quick things, I guess. What would I take from the video if I could do have a souvenir from the video? Probably a piece of the track. Yeah, I'd probably take a piece of the track or maybe a tennis ball just because that was there in the beginning. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's all I got. All right. So thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't liked to subscribe, be sure to do that. It really helps with visibility for my channel. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the video and songs specifically, because I think the song is actually one of my favorite debuts from the 5th Gen groups, I think. Kira's Kill My Boss had me interested, but I'm not exactly like running back to listen to it. And I'm really into Japanese groups these days. I just feel like they're a lot more interesting, and I feel like seeing that country, a different country, come up with their own version of this pop thing. Not that they didn't have J-pop already, but it seems like the groups from Japan are kind of working towards not the factory style, but the way that they produce groups in Korea. So let me know if you agree or disagree, but that's just what I think. Like, I think Hana's dope. But all right, that's all I got. Thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, and have a good summer. Yeah, it's really hot out there, and have a good vacation wherever you're going. All right, I'll see you all next time. All right, peace.